wait is over.
Season 3, Raising Kanan is it.
I'm not going out like that.
Watch now on the Stars app.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 3, Episode 1. This is the recap. Now I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points in this episode. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. And as I asked you guys last night, what did you think about this episode, man? Because it's heating up. It's heating up real quick in the very first episode. We know Rock, she still has a lot of things she has to explain to the family. And we know Kanan, he ain't going for any of that no more. He is tired of the lies, and it's hard for him to believe anything that she has to say. Now, of course, in this episode, we saw the end of Detective Burke. We are smoking on that Detective Burke pack, a pack that we already knew was coming. We knew it was coming, but Detective Howard, he said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give y'all this pack in the very first episode because she's doing entirely too much. We know based off the whole Power Universe parallels, when you do things the way Burke was doing things, it's just a matter of time before your days are up. And once they start showing us, more of her character, talking about her background, her moms and stuff like that, I'm looking like, okay, yeah. It's definitely ain't going to, end well for her this season. But Howard said, you know what? I got to turn it to Q from Juice. I got to go ahead and eliminate the threat right here, right now. She got to go. I told you guys, Kanan, he pretty much, motivated his pops to get the job done, telling him that she ain't going to stop. She's going to be a problem. Whether she's suspended or not, she needs to be handled. And that's exactly what Howard went out there and did. What do y'all think about your boy Unique clapping Rock's cheeks in the very first episode in the kitchen? And she was in there eating some eggs, having a good old time. And Unique, he said, you know what? Let me go ahead and press. Let me see what she's all about. And he ended up being able to hook up with your girl Rock. Now, my question for you guys is this. How would this all play out? You know what I'm saying? Is this something that can last? We know they can't trust each other. I did see some of you guys mention how y'all believe Unique is probably going to try to play her down the line. I don't really know. All I know is this. They better watch each other. They better watch each other in. They better watch out for Ronnie because he going to be an issue in season 3. But let's hop right into this recap, y'all. We're going to discuss the things that we saw in the season 3 opener, which was crazy. But what did we see in episode 1 titled Home Sweet Home? Now the episode starts out with Marvin, and we know he is still recovering from his gunshot wound from the season 2 finale. Everybody wanted to know, was he going to survive or not? Well, he's good. But of course, in my opinion, y'all let me know, your boy Marvin probably needs to go to a real doctor. We did not see anything in this episode. I mean, he's a street dude. He wants to be low key. He don't want this stuff documented and all that stuff. He wants to be on the low. But man, you need something, man. You need some pain pills. I told y'all last night he needs some Vikes. He needs something, some antibiotics. He got to clear that out. Hopefully it does not get infected. But your boy Marvin, he is a G. And of course, he gonna pull through from the looks of it. Now, we get to Rock. She is recovering from what happened to her in the season 2 finale. We know the boys, they're all over all these properties that got hit up. They want to know what the hell just went down. Now Rock, she calls Lulu. She tells him, look, put everything on Crown Camacho. We know they found Crown's body last season, so they're pretty much trying to make it seem like everything that happened, it was because of Crown, that he had beef with all types of people. He owed all types of people money, and this is the results of that. And from the looks of it, it seems like the feds, that they're actually believing all this stuff that's going down, especially seeing how Detective Howard came in there and he kind of, put more information out there saying that Crown, he was a dirty dude and he was about his money. So as of right now, it seems like everything is going as planned. Now, this is one of the exclusive clips that we already saw. So we already knew that Ronnie was going to get out. We knew Unique would come home. And of course, his baby moms, she was pissed off like, man, so Ronnie's here. Like, what's going on? Unique was surprised. We knew that it was a dirty cop. They mentioned that on the news. and now it seems like a lot of inmates are getting out. The question is this, which a lot of you guys was asking, a lot of you guys mentioned that y'all believe Ronnie could be a snitch. Now we know that it was discussed on how this dirty cop played a lot of people. So as of right now, it seems like Ronnie is good, but we know Ronnie will be an issue, and you can feel the tension in the air between him and his brother. I mean, Ronnie already knows Unique gonna be lying. He was lying about that cut, and he understands that he is working with Rock, and he does not like that at all, and he's going to discuss his, concerns later on in the episode. Now, your boy Ronnie was looking around. He is making sure he's on his P's and Q's. He had one hand eating the cereal, another hand up under the table, had his shank ready just in case it popped off. That boy is prison ready. I definitely cannot wait to see more of Ronnie's character and his interactions that he's going to have with Kanan. Now, Detective Burke, y'all, she was on one out the gate. She pops up at the hospital talking about, I'm pretty sure all this stuff that's going down with these shootings is connected to Detective Howard. And she wants to prove it, right? She's going to prove it. That's what she thinks. But the captain says, you know what? Come on outside. You suspended. I told you to leave all of this alone, but you just don't listen. He brings up her moms and how she was drunk one time and, a story about her and her pops. And Burke is like, look, my mom, she loved us. She did what she had to do. Maybe the problem was her marrying her dad in the first place. So it goes to show you that she has some tension in the air with her pops for real. And she ain't really feeling it. But all this background, this story about Burke lets us know that she has a high chance of being taken out because we haven't seen this much stuff about her since this series has began. Now we know Detective Howard, he comes out, plays it off like, Burke can still be saved or whatever, but y'all know he plotting and planning. He wants to make sure he can keep her away at all costs, and we know that's exactly what he's going to do by the end of the episode. Now we get to Stefano and Sal Boselli, and of course he is pissed off at Sal because of the feds. He said, look, the feds, they watching, they listening. It's a lot of backlash because of all the stuff that has just went down, and he ain't liking it. He wants your boy Sal Boselli to stay on his side. Don't come over there, bringing his mess. He's pissed off, and I believe he's going to probably want Sal Boselli up out of here. We're going to see next week what he wants Rock to do, but from the looks of it, it ain't looking too good for Sal Boselli. I will say this, ain't no way Rock about to allow him to do what he did in that season 2 finale. I'm pretty sure she would try to get payback, but then again, all this stuff could backfire on her like it did last season. Now, we get to the first conversation with Rock, Jukebox, Kanan, and your boy Uncle Marvin. Now, Kanan, he's pissed off as soon as they get into the house. He ain't trying to help Rock unpack nothing. He's like, look, I don't live here. Marvin was kind of upset about, Kanan's actions, but Kanan, he didn't give a damn. Now, Rock is talking about she's done. Things are about to change. The things that had just went down has changed her. She doesn't really want to do this no more. We know, just like Kanan knows, that's a damn lie. Rock is not about to stay out the game. That's why I was kind of surprised when I read that season description talking about Rock wants to be out. We know that's not going to happen, and she's going to be back right into it. But Kanan, he's like, look, man, I ain't dealing with you and all your lies. And he brings up his pops or whatever. And now Marvin is like, what the hell he talking about? He wants to know the truth. And we know Rock, she sends Jukebox outside to go get Kanan because Kanan's like, screw all that. I'm up out of here. He can't deal with any more lies from his mom. He tells Jukebox he don't give a damn about what she's talking about. He's out. He's just tired of all the lies. He's fed up with everything. And he pretty much wants to go out there and do things on his own. And he doesn't really know what to believe when it comes to his moms, right? Now, Rock, she finally tells Marvin the truth about Detective Howard. And he's surprised, like, man, like you kept that a secret all this time. And we know Rock was talking about, look, she had to because she couldn't have it out there that, she's a snitch and all that. And her son is the, son of a cop. I mean, it was a lot going on. And I would not be surprised if Rock has more lies that we don't even know about. Now, Ronnie, he's upset with Unique because he's like, man, things was different before I got locked up. I used to have the boys out on these corners getting money, regardless of the police. But Unique tells him, like, look, man, business has changed. Things have changed on these streets. The cops stay everywhere. And they arresting cats as soon as they post up on these blocks. But we know Ronnie, he don't really give a damn. He tells Unique that he's not really feeling, Rock running things and how he's working up under her. he feels like Unique has demoted himself, especially since he felt like he had Unique as the CEO of the operations, right? But as Unique stated, business has changed, and sometimes you have to change with the business. You can't do things the way you used to do them, but apparently Ronnie does not give a damn, and we can tell it's going to be some problems with these two brothers. What y'all think gonna happen? I mean, will one of them get dropped off? We know Ronnie is crazy as hell. We just waiting to see him finally turn up, because we know eventually it's gonna happen. And I want to know how Rock's gonna feel about Ronnie being released, and what she's gonna do when she sees that he doesn't like the things that she's doing. Now, Famous has an eviction notice, and it ain't looking too good for him. He continues to struggle. We know eventually he's gonna have to step up to the plate and, do what he has to do to get this money. Kanan is like, screw all that. We got to get this money. It is time to start doing things our way and, basically come up with some ways to hustle. He wants to know if the guy named Sinrad, who Famous gets his weed from, has some work, because now he wants to see if it's a business opportunity for them. Then we get to Lulu and Marvin, and Lulu, he pissed off. He's like, screw Rock. Everything all good. When she say she's done, she's out the business. But when he say he done, she pretty much tells him that she owns him. He ain't going for that. He is just upset. He is drinking. He tells Marvin that she took out Scrappy, and Scrappy was not the snitch the whole time. Now we know Marvin was like, look, Scrappy was hiding something, and maybe that's the reason why he got taken out. I mean, regardless, we know Scrappy was lying because he wanted to cover up the whole gambling thing. But we all know Scrappy was loyal. He was not no damn snitch. And regardless, Lulu, he's very upset about that. So he's like, screw Rock. I asked you guys this before. What y'all think Lulu gonna be on? Will he make a move on his sister? Will he stay loyal to her? Or will he end up doing something else? I just got that funny feeling that Lulu was a guy that we have to watch. Now we get the jukebox. She's at school, and I believe she's talking to her guidance counselor about her career path. They talk about where she's going to work, or where she could work, and what she can do as far as her future. Jukebox ain't trying to work at no McDonald's or no White Castles. We know she mentions the military. Jukebox, she's like, look, I ain't trying to go to war. She ain't trying to do that either. We know Jukebox, her passion, it is singing. She loves music. That's what she's good at, right? Now, we know this lady is talking about singing is not a career. It's a pastime. Straight hating. Like, really? You hating on her. You don't know what she can do. But we know Jukebox, she ends up leaving, not really giving a damn about what this lady is talking about. Now, we get back to Detective Burke, and it ain't looking too good for her. Y'all know they're doing their investigation on her and what she's been doing. And apparently they're bringing up all her stuff in her past. Of course, the Nicole thing is brought up because we know Detective Howard last season, he went to Nicole's pops. And of course, he told her some false news about, Burke, trying to, twist up the story to make it seem like Burke is out here preying on these young girls or whatever. But that is not the case. But regardless, it ain't looking too good for her. And it seems like her career could be over. Now, Famous and Kanan, they go to Sinrad to try to see if they can get some work from him. But he's like, screw all that. He ain't got no work for them. And on top of that, he ain't trying to do no business with Famous because he feels like Famous is a damn fiend, and all he would do was just smoke it up. So now they have to go out and, basically find a different way to get this money, because as of right now, it ain't looking too good. Now, the church, they dropped off a box for a jukebox. We know the items in this box is what, her mom, Kenya, left for her. Marvin told her, look, even though her mom's did some foul stuff with the church, she loved Jukebox, and he told her he would go to the funeral with her if that is what she wants to do. But we know Jukebox, she does not go. This was a very emotional scene between the two, but it seems like Marvin and Jukebox, they're bonding a lot more in season 3. Jukebox does look into the box. She sees, some Aretha, she sees some Marvin Gaye, some Supremes, and she's just learning a little bit more about her mom's and her music taste. And I believe it's connecting her with her mom that much more, even though she's not here. Now, we get to Famous. Your boy Detective Howard and Rock, they come to the spot. They kick him out of his own spot, telling him, get the hell up out of there. That boy Famous had me cracking up. Now, they have a conversation. Kanan, he had me cracking up, talking about, oh, so y'all together again now? Like, what's going on? He still ain't feeling Rock at all. He doesn't like that she's even there, and he believes that anything she's talking about is flat out lies. Now, Kanan does mention that, look, Detective Burke needs to be handled because we know Detective Howard, they're just pretty much trying to come up with a game plan on what they need to do just in case they're questioned, and they want to make sure everything is on point. Kanan says, look, Burke, she knows everything. Regardless if she's suspended or not, she needs to be handled at all costs. So now, Detective Howard, he's motivated. You know, they zoom in on his face, so we already know that he's going to have to do something about this. The crazy thing is, I didn't know that it was going to happen in this episode. But then again, once they start showing a lot of different things about characters that they normally don't show, you already know it's a high chance that they're going to be taken out. And then we see Detective Burke right after that. She's kicking it with Adina, and she's like, look, she's done. Because she's pretty much told Burke to lay off this. She's putting too much attention on this whole Howard thing. She is tired of it. And she says, look, she is done. So she loses her love interest. She loses her job. I mean, it ain't looking too good for Burke. She's pretty much screwed herself over by being too eager and I guess by doing her job. But they told her to just leave it alone. She probably, should have played this a little bit better than she did. Now we get to Unique and his baby moms. And of course, she is upset. She's worried about Unique, feeling like something bad is going to happen to him. We know what happened to Rorel. We know he had a family and he ain't here no more. Unique says, look, you don't have nothing to worry about. I'm going to be good. It don't matter if my brother is here or not. I'm going to make sure everything is cool. He does tell her he has a plan to fix all of this, right? Now, as I told you guys earlier, this whole thing with Rock, could it be a part of his plan to catch her slipping? Well, I guess we're going to find out this season. Now we get to Kanan and Lulu and they meet up at the old house. Now Lulu decides to tell Kanan the truth about D-Wiz. He does state that Rock gave the call, but he was the one that took the shot. And we know Kanan tells him, well, you could have said no. And Kanan does state like, okay, I probably could have said no as far as what she wanted me to do as well. We know both of them are pissed off at Rock. We're going to see how everything develops this season. I just got that funny feeling things are not going to go as planned. And I want to know how Kanan is going to handle those things. And I want to know what Lulu is going to be all about because I truly believe he's going to be on some stuff in season 3. Now, we get to Unique. He popped up at Rock's new house, happy as hell. And y'all already know what he's all about. He ain't playing around. He don't give a damn about no gunshot. And Rock, she's in there making some eggs. And Unique, he is pressing, trying to see if Rock is going to give it to him, y'all. And she does. Your boy Unique, he claps those cheeks. And it seems like the two, even though they was enemies, it seems like they got something in common, y'all. On some Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston type stuff. Now, we know Unique believes Rock ain't done with the game, even though that's what she is saying. And it's just a matter of time before she really gets back into it. And I believe she's just going to need a little bit more motivation to get back into the game. Ain't no way in the hell she about to let that slide. And I'm talking about her enemies coming at her. Juliana, Joaquin, Tremont, the Italians. Oh, hell nah. Y'all girl gonna come back full force. Now, at the end of the episode, we see Jukebox. She's showing respects to her mom in her way. Looking at the pictures, listening to her records. We also see Marvin. He's at the funeral by himself, showing his respects to Kenya. Now, I was hoping that Marvin will put hands on that pastor that did what he did to Jukebox last season. I mean, we still got 9 more episodes left. I mean, that dude was pissing me off. He needs to, be handled, in my opinion. And then they show Kanan and Lulu one last time drinking, probably still, talking about how much they don't like Rock. Now, at the end of the episode, we know Detective Howard, he does make a call to Detective Burke to have a final conversation. And he wants to know the details. He wants to know what she knows. During the conversation, he's talking about he can help her save her job and all that. But then she breaks everything down about what she knows and what she's going to do. And that's a threat. That's a major threat to Detective Howard because that's the last thing he wants. He does not want her digging through his past and revealing what really happened. So once she, pretty much told him what she's going to do, he decided to go ahead and take her out. And she really slipped up by telling him, I know you took out Sam or whatever. I know you set that up. Like, really? Why would you tell him this? If you know he did that or he set it up, why would you allow him to know that information and basically giving him that opportunity to take you out? Y'all there alone. What do you think he's going to do if he's so dangerous, Burke? Like, really? Come on. Now, after he takes her out, he checks her. Of course, she was recorded in it. I mean, y'all know she wanted to prove that he did what she thought he did, which was true. But still, he had to clean some stuff up. This season, he's going to be trying to clean this up because you already know law enforcement, they're going to continue to look into all of this. And they're going to probably realize that maybe Detective Burke was right. Maybe her eagerness was just her trying to do her job. But we know in the Power universe, when you do stuff like Detective Burke was doing, it doesn't work out for you at all. And as I told you guys in the past, all she really had to do was play it a little bit smarter. Like, really? I mean, he's your partner at the end of the day. You want to make sure you do the right thing, but you're approaching everything completely wrong. You can't do that. And now you ain't here no more. So I guess we smoking on that Detective Burke pack. She up out of here. A body was dropped. The streets, I guess, needed another body. And Detective Howard, he said, you know what? It's time to turn into Q from Juice and get the job done. I'm not playing around at all. But I want you guys to leave your theories, predictions, leave it all down below. Y'all let me know what y'all think is going to happen next. Now I will be breaking down that episode 2 trailer probably this weekend, so I want you guys to stay tuned. But I want to thank you guys once again for supporting your boy for another season premiere of Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, man. It's going to be a crazy season, y'all. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.